As Confessions on TV3. I am Miss Nancy, and tonight, this young lady says that on social media she met a gentleman who she believed to be a gentleman until he did terrible things to her. Here, we get to know the stories, we get to know the confessions, and we make conversations out of it so that you would always know what is happening around you in this world. It's going to be a very informative conversation. Please don't go away. I'll be right back. Confessions is brought to you by MTN, everywhere you go. This is Confessions, and I'm seated in the confessions booth to listen to this young lady's confession. I tell you that on Confessions, we do not only listen to the things that you have done, we give you an opportunity to vent about the things that has been done to you as well. Tonight, this young lady says some very terrible things has been done to her, and she needs to vent. And I'm here to listen. My dear, you're welcome to Confessions.
Thank you, Miss Nancy. I'm glad to be here.
Your story, your confession.
Yeah. So about my story, it started with a simple Facebook message from a guy I didn't know.
Okay.
I checked his account and it looked like he was verified.
Okay.
Luxury style, lifestyle. Yeah, everything was fine. And we even had a few mutual friends.
Okay.
So he DM'd me about a private party, VIP party that was happening over the weekend. And I figured it was a one-time opportunity, so let me just go and have a little fun. So he sent me the venue. When I got there, the place looked abandoned. So I texted him, and then he replied immediately and said I should enter, and that the door wasn't locked. When I got in, there was nobody there.
No party?
No, there was no music, no movement. It was just complete darkness. And just when I decided to turn back and go home, a hand gripped mine and a rag was used to cover my mouth. And I don't know what happened from there. It was just dead silence. I was drugged. And I don't know how many days I spent there exactly. Maybe 1, maybe 3, maybe even a week. But I remember that I was raped over and over and over again. Yes. And so when he was done with me, like trash, he dropped me by a random junction. And my parents found me, took me to the hospital. It took a week for me to recover physically, but emotionally, I was a wreck. And my best friend was there, I remember. My best friend cried when I cried. She was very supportive. And she even helped me get closure and told me her father was very powerful, which I knew, and that he would get to the bottom of this and make sure whoever did this paid. So I decided to move on, just start afresh. I applied for a new hostel, got a new roommate. And the day my roommate was supposed to appear, the door opened and it wasn't my roommate. It was this same guy, the guy who abused me back then.
So at a point you could see the person?
I saw him and I recognized him.
During the period, you were able to see him, but you couldn't help yourself?
No. I was drugged, so there was nothing I could do.
But you could still see the person, and you could recognize the person.
And I could feel what was happening
to you.
Yes. Oh. So this was the guy in my hostel, in my room, smiling. And at that point, I just froze.
You will.
And what even surprised me was that he came with my best friend, the same one I said was by my side throughout my recovery. And the girl was also smiling. So she introduced him as her elderly brother. Yeah. her elderly brother.
So your best friend's brother did that to you?
Yes.
Goodness.
And it was clear she didn't know the kind of brother she had. So I was frozen. I didn't know what to do. And I don't know if I should say it. What if I'm not believed? What if they think I'm just making things up? And the same, how are they supposed to behave or react when they found out that the same person they lived with was somebody who was such an animal to me?
To you.
Yes, so I don't know. I need help. Someone who scarred me so much is my best friend's brother. Yeah.
This is quite a confession. This is quite a story. A gentleman who is supposed to be from a decent home messed her up. And she's not even reported it to the police. She's not told anyone.
No.
She just reached out to us here on Confessions and wanted to vent to us. I'm so sorry for what you've been through, my dear. So sorry. But let's get into the studio and make a conversation out of this. I'm sure we'll be able to give you some information that would help. Again, I'm sorry.